Hey team, welcome to my Shield Hero Season 2 Episode 1 review and discussion. It has been 3 long years since we've gotten any new Shield Hero content, and I am pumped that the show is back. I'm not going to spoil any major plot points here, but I will discuss the story of Episode 1 at a very high level and show a few minor, inconsequential clips. Otherwise, this video would literally just be this. Shield Hero. Shield Hero? Shield Hero. Shield Hero? Shield Hero. Shield Hero. I'll also be discussing some plot points from Season 1 as well, so let's get into it.
This is the Anime Shoshin. Are you ready?
After overcoming the waves and learning that heroes from other worlds are using the waves to try and save their home worlds, now Fumi the Shield Hero is settling into his new role as the Lord of Luralona Village.
I'm now Fumi Iwatani, college student.
Luralona Village happens to be Raphtalia's childhood home. Just 2 minutes in when we're back into the action, which is always a great way to start a season, and Philo and Raphtalia are in great fighting shape. This season, we've also been joined by Rishia, who at the beginning of the episode is wearing that penguin underwater suit with the Santa hat. And maybe this season we'll find out why it has a Santa hat, but probably not. But I don't know, I just find that suit hilarious. As they look at the clock for how long there is until the next wave, suddenly things change and a new threat appears, and the cardinal heroes are all summoned by the queen. I'll let you discover what this new threat is yourself. All I'll say about what happens next is the other 3 cardinal heroes continue to prove that they are lazy jerks 100%.
What's with these guys?
You got a feeling early on in Season 1 that Itsuki and Ren could be decent heroes, but those hopes have certainly been dashed, and that continues in this season. So as usual, it's up to Naofumi and his party to handle this new threat. It's time for a side quest. Having Team Naofumi getting stuck handling Melremark's problems apart from the other cardinal heroes, I think is a smart writing decision. Not only does it make us like Naofumi, Raphtalia, Philo, and now Rishia more, it keeps the story from being bogged down by too many characters. And it makes sure we don't have a no Ragnar situation, which is very, very common in anime. If you're not familiar with our podcast, there's a link in the description, but no Ragnar is when a show sidelines the main character and spends a bunch of time with less compelling side characters. The no Ragnar bit is a reference to the show Vikings and the fact that when the show lost Ragnar, the very compelling, very charismatic main character, that excitement around the show and the show's quality frankly went down, which ultimately led to the show being canceled by the History Channel and it got picked up by Netflix instead. So the loss of that compelling main character, the character that everyone's here to see, can often make a show feel boring or less compelling, less exciting, because you're here to see that main character. And when shows sideline them, we call that no Ragnar. Side note here, I'd love to hear your thoughts on why the queen of Melremark is constantly talking behind her fan. Let us know in the comments below. I'm also hoping that this new side quest that they're on does not take the whole season. Or if it does, if this whole season is going to be about this side quest, that there's multiple satisfying milestones along the way. One of the things I really liked about Season 1 is that we got to see multiple wave events, where a lesser anime or a lesser show would have bogged us down in a bunch of mundane nothing and made us wait the whole season to see just one wave. One of the things that makes Shield Hero feel like it's progressing along at a decent pace is the fact that there were multiple wave events. So if we get bogged down in this one side quest for a whole season, it might start to feel a little long. Something I thought they did really well at the end of Season 1, and this continues in Season 2, is transitioning Naofumi's woes.
Sorry, man.
Shielders suck.
What do I mean by this? Well, they couldn't really have the whole world hating on and targeting Naofumi forever. That would start to get tiresome after a while. So once that resolves and his name is cleared, they do a really good job seamlessly transitioning to Naofumi being targeted specifically by the heroes from other worlds. This maintains that tension without it feeling like it's dragging on too long. One threat or source of tension that doesn't land so well for me that did come up in this first episode of season 2 is the Fitoria threat. You know, the thing where she says she'll kill all the heroes if they can't get along. I get the purpose that it serves, but something about it kind of feels cringe and unnecessary to me because we know, of course, she's not going to kill Naofumi and all the other heroes. So, first, it's not a threat with any kind of teeth. It's not a threat that's real. And on the other hand, of course, the heroes need to work together to save the world. I feel like that goes without saying. And the Fitoria bit could be spent more on Philo's struggle to become the next Chocobo Queen. I mean, Philolial Queen. So that's a little bit of a miss for me. Not a big deal, but I feel like that threat's a little bit hollow. Anime almost always has amazing music. We know that. And though we don't get to hear the new opening credits song in this first episode, Shield Hero music for me is always a standout among standouts. I especially like the music during the first action scene in this first episode of season 2. So keep your ears out for that if you haven't watched it yet. It's a pretty cool track. The first episode here ends with another battle, a satisfying battle between Naofumi and his party and some monsters. We get to see a new shield and a few new moves from the team for the first time, which is always cool. I like those reveals. And I'm left very excited to see where this season of Shield Hero goes and hopefully get a bit more of that trademark Naofumi attitude. His bad attitude is one of my favorite things about the show. A final controversial note. I know in certain circles the word master has been deemed problematic, like master bedroom or master drives on computers. Though it may seem problematic to those not familiar with anime, and Shield Hero in particular, anyone who has watched Shield Hero will understand what I mean. The use of slave crests to share experience points and compel others to tell the truth is a central part of Shield Hero lore and has nothing to do with the debate over the use of the word in the West. To me, this is one of those situations where we need to respect Japanese creators and Japanese culture, but that's just my opinion. Yours may be different. So, anyway, that's what I've got about season 2, episode 1 of Shield Hero. What did you think?
Actually, that's really not too far off the mark.
I'd love to hear what you thought in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. We will be discussing Shield Hero Season 1 and this first episode of Season 2 in much more detail on our April 15th Anime Shoshin podcast. So please see the link tree in the description to find us on your favorite podcast app. Subscribe here as well because we're going to start posting our full podcasts here on YouTube. Thanks, team, and I'll talk to you in the next video.